Well, you're here because you filled out a survey about a guy, and there's great news. This guy scored a solid A. He is a great guy. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's more likely to talk big than to actually go far in his career. He enjoys dreaming and sharing his ideas, but he struggles to keep up the steady effort needed to make those dreams real. If you want a partner who climbs the ladder, be prepared for some disappointment here.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he won't shout or make a scene, but he tends to quietly pull away and keep to himself. He's gentle, so he won't lash out at you or others, but he might get withdrawn and avoid talking about the problem for a while. Instead of bouncing back quickly, he may need more time alone to feel okay again.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work generally like him because he's friendly, polite, and hardly ever rude or harsh with anyone. He treats others with respect and doesn't pick fights or get into loud arguments. Instead, he tries to keep things smooth and peaceful.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he will be genuinely happy for you and proud of your achievements. You won't have to worry about him sulking or making snide remarks. His heart is big and supportive. In fact, he will likely be your cheerleader, encouraging you and celebrating every win.
What if you start earning more than him?
He is not the type to secretly resent you or feel insecure if you earn more than him. Money isn't something that shakes his confidence or changes his caring nature. He will feel happy for your financial success and won't let it come between you.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He tends to be a bit relaxed with money, sometimes spending without much planning. You might notice him buying things on a whim or not keeping close track of where the money goes. He means well, but without a partner's guidance, saving for big goals could be a challenge.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He generally lives within his means and doesn't go out of his way to impress others with flashy spending. Pretending to be richer than he is isn't his style. He prefers to be liked for who he is, not for what he owns. You won't have to worry about him putting on airs or risking debts just to look good.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is open handed and kind, both with his words and his actions. Helping others and sharing what he has comes naturally to him. You will find warmth and generosity in him, not stinginess or a closed heart.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is open and honest about money, not secretive or controlling. If you ask him about finances, he'll tell you plainly and without hesitation. He doesn't hide details or try to keep control by holding information back.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes that housework should be shared, not dumped only on you. He is caring and fair and doesn't see chores as just a woman's job. He'll want to help out and make sure things stay balanced in the home as long as you gently remind him or make a plan together.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He genuinely tries to help with chores and diapers, not just stand by and supervise you. He cares about making things fair and wants to support you, even if he isn't perfect at keeping things neat. He's willing to get his hands dirty and learn as long as you work together.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He tries to understand your side and doesn't just argue to prove he's right. Instead of jumping into a fight, he listens and shows care for your feelings. Even if he doesn't agree, he wants you to feel heard and respected.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays respectful and keeps his cool. He doesn't raise his voice, say hurtful things, or act aggressive. You won't have to worry about him making harsh remarks or scaring you when feelings run high.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, he is not the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. He handles his emotions well and rarely loses his temper or reacts harshly. This calmness is actually a strong point, not a red flag.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He can say sorry and take responsibility when he makes a mistake. Blaming you or shifting the fault is not his way. He cares about your feelings and wants to keep things fair and kind between you both.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He is gentle hearted and kind, and he doesn't believe in pushing or forcing anyone to do something they are uncomfortable with. You won't have to worry about him ignoring your feelings or trying to convince you otherwise.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He doesn't take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of sulking or making you feel bad, he understands that everyone has their own feelings and moments. You won't find him nagging or acting distant just because you weren't ready.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He values trust and kindness, so he won't use anything you share or experience together to hurt, embarrass, or shame you later. You can feel safe being open with him, knowing your trust will be protected.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to be faithful and not easily distracted by other women. His caring and honest nature means he values loyalty and emotional connection over chasing excitement elsewhere. His heart is with the person he chooses, and he believes in sticking together.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He is not over possessive and doesn't act jealous, controlling, or suspicious. He trusts you and gives you space to live your own life. You won't find him questioning your every move or getting upset if you talk to other people.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not a cover for being controlling. When he cares for you, it's gentle and thoughtful, not about setting rules or holding you back. If he worries, it's out of kindness, not out of a need to control your actions or choices.
Now, on to the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a team effort and not expect you to do most of the work alone. He values fairness and kindness, so he wants to share both the fun and the tough jobs that come with raising kids. He believes that both partners should support each other, and he doesn't think caring for children is just your job.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and composed. He isn't quick to lose his temper or shout at them. Instead, he's patient, willing to listen, and tries to comfort or guide them gently.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and your own person. He cares about your happiness and respects your need to have your own dreams, hobbies, and friendships apart from being a mother. Instead, he encourages you to do things that matter to you and celebrates your achievements.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not the kind of man who would support your career now just to ask you to quit after having a child. He genuinely appreciates your talents and dreams and wants you to continue growing in your work even after you become a mother. He isn't looking to trap you or suddenly change his mind about your ambitions.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with real warmth, not just polite manners on the surface. His kindness isn't put on just for show. He genuinely wants people around him to feel cared for and respected. He'll make an effort to include your parents in conversations and show them that he values their presence. He will try to adjust to your family rather than expecting them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and not make things worse. He doesn't react with anger or harsh words even when tensions are high. Instead, he tries to keep the peace and not add fuel to the fire.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
No, he's not the kind of man who will act modern with you in private, but expect you to suddenly become a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. He values honesty and kindness, so he doesn't play double standards or pressure you to put on an act for others. He won't insist you pretend or hide your personality just to please others.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will support you rather than stay out of it or side with his family. His caring and gentle nature means he wants you to feel safe and valued. Even in difficult moments, he won't ignore your feelings or leave you to handle the stress alone.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is not a mummy's boy in the way that makes you feel ignored or second to his mother. While he cares about his family, he understands the importance of your feelings and your place in his life. He will try to balance things gently, but your happiness and respect matter to him.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He's not the kind of man who would share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He respects your privacy and believes that some matters should stay between the two of you. With him, you can trust that your personal life together will be handled with care and respect.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Overall, as we mentioned at the start, this guy scored a solid A. He is a great guy. Being in a relationship with this man feels warm, gentle, and emotionally safe. Day in and day out, you'll find kindness in his words and actions, lots of patience, and a true willingness to support you.